What's going on, everybody? Finally got the harmonic balancer back off. I did a little cleaning on it. Cleaned actually a little bit of grinding, really. Kind of honed it out, heated it up, and it drove right on. So I'm very happy with that. Very pleased. And a whole lot of room in there, but it's on there. Clearanced everything. I've got plenty. I could have went with a way thinner head gasket, and I could have probably shaved the heads down. I could probably do a lot of things to this thing to make more compression out of it, but the idea is just to get this thing back on the track. I don't want to have any kind of issues over winter when I do the new heads, the Pro Max heads. There's probably going to be some shaving involved, some thinner. These are 40 thousandths head gaskets, might go a little thinner. We'll try to get some more squeeze out of it, try to get some more power, but I just didn't want anything that was going to hinder me getting this thing going for this race at the end of the month. So, okay, so yeah, maybe I could have got a couple hundredths faster out of it, but you know, who cares? I wanted to go down the track. I wanted to be consistent. I wanted to be reliable. I wanted to get me through the rest of the year. I don't want to make a window in the block right here like I did on the other one. So I always thought these things were really cool. I snapped some pictures when the studs were sticking up. I always think that's cool. The only other thing I ran head studs on is a 6-liter LS that I sprayed the piss out of. I kind of think it looks like Hellraiser, you know. And I got to thinking, that might be a good name for this car. We'll call it Hellraiser. So, okay. I'll get the heads torqued on here in a little bit. That's going to be it for today. Our good old United States Postal Service has my 9.5-inch push rods that I need to finish up the motor, and I'm probably not going to get them till probably Monday or Tuesday. So I got everything else. The shit I don't need, I got 2 days ago. Still waiting on the push rods. So the push rod, I went ahead and clearance to the push rod was like about 1/8 of an inch too short, so it didn't have the right geometry. You know, it didn't hit the push or the valve right with the rocker, but it went zero lash. It went fully open. It was good enough to clearance, make sure everything was good to go, and then I can keep moving on, get the heads torqued down, get some oil in, get the intake on, and get it primed. And then next week, all I'm going to have to really do to the engine part is put all the rockers, run the rack, stuff like that, and then I'm going to start hanging the stuff off the front. This thing runs a crank trigger. I run a vacuum pump. I'll have all that on here. And what I'll do on the car, and I might have done this in previous videos, that whole front end, the core support, radiator, coolant fans, transmission cooler, headlights, all that stuff comes off. And the engine just goes straight in. It is a really slick deal. You gotta kind of be careful. I might have my buddy Scott Cameron make me some brackets that I can bolt on right here and go down to the frame at like an angle like this. That won't affect the motor going in, but it'll kind of give the fender some support, because I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'8". I was 455 pounds. I am now 348, so that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, make it to where I can kind of lean on the fender a little bit more. You really got to be careful. I don't want to tear anything up, but it makes it such an easier job getting it in and out. So anyway, I'll throw the heads on. I might make one more video before I go home. I haven't posted anything yet. The other videos, I got to get them up. So, but no, really happy. Progress. Transmission, I think, is going to be done probably tomorrow or Monday. But I've got a full week ahead of me next week. I'm on shift Monday, Wednesday, and I've got carpets. I've got doctor's appointments. So, I mean, it's probably going to be next weekend before I can get this thing stabbed in. So, hopefully, I don't have any issues. If I can get it in next weekend, I can get it running the following week. Maybe go down the track and make a pass or two. What I'd like to do is come off the track or come off the trailer, make a hit, put a couple degrees timing in it, make another hit, make sure I don't have any leaks, put some bitch up. That's good enough for me. The car went straight. It did everything I wanted it to do when we had it out before, when we tore up the last motor. Everything was great, so I don't have any really adjusting to do. Carburetor should be pretty dead on for this motor. Actually, I got another carburetor built that'll be better for this one, but the one I got will be fine. Like I said, so a couple of little timing adjustments, and You know, like I said, a couple passes, make sure this thing goes straight. I'm gonna put the wheelie bars back on it because I got a feeling that with 486 gears, this little motor probably gonna want to pull the front end up, which is cool. It's fun, but Jake ain't ready for that right now. I've been out of it for too long, so the wheelie bars are a must for right now. So, anyways, 4th of July. Everybody have a good 4th of July. Be safe. I stayed in the barn until about 3:30 this morning and had a semi hit a guy, ran him off the road and left the scene. Luckily nobody got hurt, so that's the only thing I had yesterday. Yesterday's shift was early this morning. So anybody, have a good time. Talk to you later.